Hey yo guys, busy explore back with another one. So there's this one saying kindly do include the log drum presets on your sample, please. And then this one said I've asked bro, I'm sorry. I'm gonna include the link in the description. Ne, don't worry, I've compiled the log drums for you which they're here. So I've compiled this list of log drum for you. So check them in the description. Okay, so today it's about Sgija. Sgija, Ewen, Sgija, Ewen. So okay. So the aim now is to explain on how you do this thing, Sgija. Where to start? Where to start? Let's start. Tanko. Okay, so the first thing that you need is the purity. And then on purity you need son. Literally creme this one. Creme this one. And then what you need to do here is you need to plot. So just make sure there's always 4 space. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm gonna put it here. Gonna have 4 space. I'm telling you, we'll never get it wrong. Even if you move it here or anywhere, it's gonna be 4. Then I'm gonna stretch it. Sorry. And then what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna upload it here. And then I'm gonna reduce my tempo to 112. Yes, piano. And then from here, what I'm gonna do is the drums. So look what I'm gonna do on the drums. The drums, you just keep them simple as possible. Let me play this. That's what we have at the moment. And then gonna go to my Sgija packs. So what you need is something smooth, something soft. So I'm just gonna look for something. Things like this, they are soft. See, already have that Sgija thing. Keep it simple, trust me. So what they do on Sgija, sorry, I don't know if it's Sgija or Bique. I think it's Bique. So what they have is that they have that tuku 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 thing, which add the nice taste. So to get that tuku tuku, I usually plot this one full block, and then I'm gonna switch this one to 4 step. Then I'm gonna upload it here, make it small, and then the other one will be here next to here. You will always like this. Then from there I reset it back, and then you see. So you already have that Sgija. I don't know what's in Bique Sgija, but don't worry. So you're gonna get it right. And then now what I'm gonna do, and then gonna have the same thing, and then look for something different sound this time. See, so now I'm gonna take this one and double it up, because before it was just to do. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna double it up here to have it 2 times, like, you see what we have. So you get that tuku 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 tuku, that thing. And then what I need to do, I need to click this loop and switch it off. So now we have this. You see, and then now just need to add fill-ups. So I'm just gonna add fill-ups. What you need to do, like, to get that big sound, your sound there needs to be kind of off, because if you look here, it's not really in this block, it's kind of off. So that's how your sounds they need to be like. So now just gonna try move this one somewhere here. just gonna stop this loop because it's duplicating. And then so I have this now, and then I'm gonna put the snare, not this one. Or another thing, yeah, which you can add this one, like the heads, which they add a nice taste. I need to stop the loop. See, and then now what you're gonna need, you're gonna need a shaker. So I'm gonna look for a shaker, normal shaker. I just prefer to use these shakers because I feel like they're simple. Then you see what I have. And then once you have this, so now you can decide if you're gonna have the lock drum or you can have other sounds. So what I prefer is to add more sounds. So to be able to achieve the goal or have this thing to sounds very nice, or to simplify life for you instead of stressing a lot on which sounds to put, what you can do, you can keep it the way, or just keep it the trap way, the way trap music sounds like. So I'm just gonna achieve it that way and make it to sounds more like trap. You see, so I've just copied this thing, which is the same thing as this, and then I just moved it up, and then now I'm just duplicating it because I want to keep it simple as possible so you're able to follow. You see, and then what you can do here, now you can have another, you can add leads. So leads, they also add that nice taste. And if you check, there's no kick. So now what you need to do just to avoid or to keep things simple is to have your lock drum. So on the lock drum, you're gonna try and keep it in the trap way, the way trap music sounds like, and then from there you're gonna switch. So to achieve that, I can do this, put this snare here on where usually you put trap snare, which will be like this is where trap snare is, so you won't get this thing wrong if you put it there. So now the goal is to achieve have something that's moving. And then so I'm just gonna have that tuku tuku again. As I said, I put this block, and then after putting this block, I do adjustment on and then I select the 1/4 step, and then make this thing to be small, then put it here. That's how I achieve it, so I get it right. Because sometimes if you try and move those things one by one, we think like you move them to the right position, only to find out it's the wrong position. So it's better just to do it that way. So what you want to do to get it right, so you need to leave these ones in the beginning and start maybe somewhere here. So if you start somewhere here, will simplify your life instead of you starting here. So if you start here, it causes issues. I prefer you start here. Don't worry. So we are doing it the trap way, and then from there, if you know like to plot 808, and then from to simplify your life, because I'm gonna upload it the same way I'll be plotting 808 if I was making trap music. So you see, it's like the trap, in a trap way, and then we'll change it, don't worry. And then this side, I'll try to freestyle, not a lot, maybe move some of the sound up, and then add there and there and there. This down, this down. And then I will try and move these two down, and then I have that to go to here. So you see, that's what I have. It sounds like trap, but then now if I decide to change this net to be like, you see, already have that Sgija. But then now what you need to do, I need to change that look drum to this. I think it's clank. This chunk or clank. Yes, this one is clank. And then I just want the click. I just want the click. And then I'm fine. And then now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take an 808. I'm gonna look for an 808. Gonna look for an 808. See? And then I'm gonna put this 808 with the clank. So I just need to make sure it's hitting the same way. Move it up so which is right. So I'm just gonna adjust this cut by, and then what I need to do on an 808, I need to put this one called Fruity Bloody Overdrive. What it does, it makes it to more distorted. So what I'm just gonna, cause this one is off, I'm just gonna move it to the end, and then I need to adjust this preamp, but I'm just gonna reduce the volume because it's gonna be too loud when it gets more distorted. And then I'm gonna adjust this. So I'm just gonna move this 808 up just to see what I'm gonna get. So I already have that sound, so I need to work more on getting the click on the lock drum. So if you don't get the click, what you can do is you can send the lock drum to the mixer and then you put a distortion. See, now it's clicky. Another thing is, it happens that it doesn't sound right because of the 808. So I'm just gonna look for a different one. Try this. And then I'm gonna just cut off this space on the 808. I want that part of the 808, and then what I do next, once I have these, I put hypersonic, and then on the hypersonic I'm gonna select 2 bass. So 2 bass, this one, and then I take the 2 bass, copy this, put it with the 2 bass. So now I'm gonna get this. Already have that nice vibe. And then now what you need once you have this trap, because this is like trap, so you still have trap. Hey, hey, you see, that's what I was saying. Just make sure you get this thing the trap way. And then now what you need, I need those moving sounds in trap. Like trap, they have dun 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 dun, something like that. So we need to have something like that. So I'm just gonna look for a sound. And then to plot this sound, you're gonna use this thing. You see where I start? You see, this is trap. And then you can change maybe some. Try and move this thing down. This. And then you see, you already have this thing. It sounds like trap, and then you can do the same thing and add more sounds which will sound like more trap. So now we have our thing. So the question is, most people, they do this thing like there's a break and then there's a that utla. I'm sure you do utla. So I'm gonna show how we also do that. So now what I need, I want a lead, né? So that lead, it will fill up these spaces so it doesn't sound more trap, but now it will sound more like a Bique or Sgija kind of vibe. So that's what I'm gonna do. That one is simple, just to just like that, and then already have this. Once you have this pattern and then you're sorted, so now what you need to add those fill ups. Those fill ups now, they're like what you can do, you can take this tugu and put it somewhere. So I'm just gonna select different lead and then just gonna put them somewhere, where maybe somewhere here. What you can do to add the taste. So gonna look for another log drum. I prefer to make things from scratch, so you see like how I manipulate the log drum. So I need something like, So need something that will add that nice taste somewhere. You see, we already have something nice. And I try like to keep it simple as possible so it's easy for you to So you see how I make this look drum. So that's how I literally make this look drum. So now what I can do, since I want it to be more hard, so I can duplicate this clang bass and copy this soft look drum and put it here. So now I'm gonna get So you see, we already have something nice just like that. So literally, for you to achieve this Sgija in an easy way, I'll advise you to keep it more trappish way, to sound like trap the way I did. Because if it sounds like trap, it simplify more. I mean, it makes life to be easier for you to make Sgija. Because I don't know if it's Sgija or big. I'm sorry, but then because most people, they always confuse how to do this thing, because sometimes maybe they start with the low drum and then the low drum is confusing. But then the goal today was to just to show you that okay, if you start from the bottom to the top and then you can achieve that thing. So things like uh putting things like vocal fill ups. Let me look for one here. so I can show you how you can also add vocal fill-ups. Let me quickly look for the packs. Just forgot the name. I think it start with L, this one. I know this ultra somewhere, so I think somewhere. You see things having like things like ultra, so you just need to look for a spot. Ultra. So if this is the nice spot, and then what you can do, you can chop it to have pieces of it, and then you switch on and off just to find out which one will sound good. So so if it does these like ultra, so what you need here, you need like heavy leads. So what do I mean by heavy leads? Let me just show you what I mean. So I'm gonna go back to these are the leads. Then something like this, and then just look, need to push it here. See, get that nice taste. So that's what they do. Or even if you can even switch that ultra. See. So that's what they do. You can even switch off this whole block, and then the only thing that you do is put that lead out. And then we can make look for another block that will try and make it do different. So we can maybe take this block, so we can put leads but to make them sounds different. So I'm just gonna take these ones and then paste them here, and then here what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make it to sounds to have that tugu tugu tugu. So 1/4 step, then here, then put it, then you're gonna put the leads here. See. That's how they do the thing. Literally, there's no magic. That's how they do the things. I can. So usually I leave 2. Let me see if I put another one. How will it sound? Let me play. Let's see how it will be like. So I'm sure you get the whole thing, how these guys do this thing. So I can copy the same thing and then put it on Nexus. Look for a APBT which will play forever. So since it have this, you see that delay, so I'm just gonna use it for that delay, so it gives that nice taste at the end. Dracular, you can look for another another log drum, and then now we plot a log drum. Because for me, the aim is to keep this thing simple as possible. And then I'm just gonna move it down so it's the log drum part. And then I'm gonna copy it here, move it to the next pattern, which is this, paste it here, and then paste it here. And then I'm gonna put it with the Udra. Udra! See what you get, like, get. So you see that's how we do the things. That's how we do the things. Danko.